Hello everyone, my name is Jenna Sonnenberg, and in this presentation I will be discussing a topic that is quite personally relevant. The topic I will be discussing is the use of social media as a strategic communication tool within collegiate athletics. I'm excited to discuss this topic because as a student athlete of a niche sport, diving, at Purdue, I want to shed light on the disparity in popularity between different sports and highlight the potential social media has for promoting fan engagement. In this presentation, we'll explore engagement disparity among sports, the role of strategic communication in promoting niche sports, and how organizations, especially universities, can leverage social media to boost engagement. So, sports are not equal in many ways. Some sports have a large pool of athletes, whereas others have much smaller pools. Sports also differ in the media attention they receive. For example, Sunday Night Football is commonplace, whereas diving is rarely ever featured on TV. And lastly, sports are appreciated differently. It is safe to say that sports often fall along a spectrum of popularity. The most popular sports, soccer, football, and basketball, to name a few, garner lots of fan engagement and generate high levels of revenue. Smaller, more niche sports, such as diving, tennis, and golf, receive a lot less engagement and do not produce any revenue. We even see this disparity within Purdue sports. Purdue's basketball team boasts an impressive 166,000 followers on Instagram. In contrast, Purdue's diving team has only 6,676 followers. This stark difference illustrates the challenge that niche sports face in garnering fan engagement. However, it is important to note that niche sports can achieve high levels of attendance and engagement. For example, the U.S. women's gymnastics trials in 2021 attracted over 20,000 fans, setting a national record. This shows that with the right approach, niche sports can captivate audiences. Social media can serve as a strategic communication tool for organizations to spread messages, influence stakeholder perceptions, and garner engagement. Social media is a beneficial tool as it has the ability to host formal and informal content, target specific audiences, and allows organizations to adjust communication tactics based on stakeholder feedback. Additionally, social media content must be rich to spark interest and encourage interaction. Organizations can do this by creating both visually and emotionally appealing content. In addition to appealing content, overlapping social media accounts must be cohesive, because cohesive messages across media often have a greater impact than any single message. The Purdue Swim and Dive team has Instagram accounts for the men's team, the women's team, and the dive team. By collaborating to create consistent messaging, these accounts can both avoid confusing stakeholders and put emphasis on important messages. Professional sporting organizations will often leverage social media to boost fan engagement. Findings show that quality outweighs quantity. Images with text are more impactful than text alone, and using social media platforms in combination garners the best engagement results. Platforms like TikTok are particularly effective due to their ability to engage younger audiences. The Nebraska volleyball team, for example, created their TikTok back in 2020, and they have already amassed a following of 273,000 followers. The nature of TikTok allows organizations to post extremely creative content, which drives engagement. Universities are increasingly using social media to connect with stakeholders and enhance engagement because social media is effective while also being quick, has an extremely far reach, and fosters community interaction. Colleges can rely on the aforementioned benefits of social media to promote engagement of college sports. College sports teams can run unique campaigns on social media, like the University of Oklahoma's Dig for Donuts. In this campaign, the team incentivized engagement with the sport, which led to increased attendance at volleyball games. Additionally, colleges can use social media to effectively communicate key information about events, players, and schedules to fans. Despite the potential, not all universities actively promote less popular sports like swimming and diving because the costs associated with promoting non-revenue sports is too great. Lastly, we are going to look at the implications of this topic on strategic communication as a practice. For one, social media forces organizations to be responsive, not just informative, because social media is a form of two-way dialogue. Secondly, social media allows organizations to be storytellers, which helps organizations connect with stakeholders on a personal level, leading to stronger affiliations and increased engagement. And lastly, social media forces organizations to be creative and meld content to fit the organization's brand. To conclude, there is ample room for growth in strategic communication within the realm of niche sports, especially in collegiate settings. By leveraging social media platforms, organizations can spread purposeful messages and increase engagement. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation provided you with some unique insights.